So I just left my 28-week appointment, and I had to do my glucose test. It was not bad. I'm waiting now because I have to go get my blood work drawn at the lab in
Hey Dana, how you doing?
a couple hours. Well, not a couple hours, a couple minutes.
Doing well.
Kendall's on the phone. He's taking a call. So I asked my midwife about the pubic pain.
Yeah, confirming that
that I've been having.
The registered agent on there and the only person, the only member. Yeah, he did. I responded back to him. Basically, all he was asking was, is Jennifer the only person that's on the LLC? But I
Okay, sorry. Kendall is we have a closing today too, so I don't know. I guess something is not going right with it. Anyway, so I talked to her about the pubic pain that I've been experiencing and how bad it is, because it's something I've never really experienced in my pregnancies before until like the very, very, very end. So it's kind of concerning to me. I wasn't going to bring it up because I figured they would say they can't do anything about it. And like I thought, she said, we can't do anything about it. It's called some type of pubis, I don't know the official word for it. I'm gonna look it up and then I'll type it right here at the bottom so y'all can see what I'm talking about. But basically, she said, when you have kids, you are two pubic bones that connect. So you got two pubic bones, if I could show you like this. They don't necessarily go back together after you have kids, and there's only a ligament in between the two of them that holds everything together. So basically, you know, when you're pregnant, it kind of loosens over time. The hormones in your body make your muscles really, really loose. So that's basically what's going on. But she was saying that it only shows up in people that have like third and fourth babies. Extreme painfulness. So she says nothing they can really do about it. She said I could get a maternity belt if it gets really, really bad. I can take Tylenol for the times that it's like really painful and I can barely walk or whatever. But unfortunately, it's just something.
Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry. Okay, so I only researched. I have two people, and hear me now? Can you hear me now?
So I just got my blood work done. So I'm done with the doctors, guys. If I can go get some food, even though they did say I could eat this morning, I didn't eat anything because it was so early. We had to get here like super early, so I didn't eat anything. So I'm starving. Hopefully we can go get some food now once he finishes his call.
Okay, cool.
Bye, Mom. Bye. Have a good day.
I love you.
What did you do? Okay, first let me tell you guys that I just realized as we were coming to closing that Kendall's attorney's office is in the same building that my mom's job is in. Her job just moved to a new building and it's in the same location. So Mom and I went to lunch while Kendall was closing. Sorry, I'm sweating. It is so hot. It's blazing. But Kendall was having a really hard time with the buyers, right?
Yeah.
So what the heck?
Yeah.
The heck happened, babe?
So, man. So basically, we were supposed to close Friday last week.
Okay.
You know I've been dealing with this deal like crazy.
Right.
We were supposed to close last Friday. It didn't happen because they wasn't gonna be able to have they docs and everything ready in time.
The buyers.
Yeah, the buyers. And then plus I was dealing with the Secretary of State LLC documents with the seller.
Okay.
So I wasn't tripping out Friday. I was like, Monday, cool. It'll give me some more time to just kind of, get everything together, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So at 11:50, the damn attorney called talking about that the buyer hit her up asking for some closing docs and for the HUD.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, Friday at 6:20 p.m., the attorney has sent me and the buyer, who was CC'd, who I saw he was CC'd on it, she sent us a copy of the HUD statements. And the HUD, for those of y'all who don't know, the HUD is basically where the breakdown of all the settlement charges is at. So basically, what the purchase price is, closing costs, taxes, fees, all fees and everything in a cash sale is on the HUD.
Okay.
So basically, she sent us the HUD, and he needed a copy of the HUD so he can request his funding to send the wire over. So he act like today at 11:50 that he never got the HUD. And then he also states that he needed his closing documents because he wanted to do a mail-away closing. So basically, a mail-away closing is, so if I'm out of the state or if somebody's out of the state, they can still close. They can close the deal from anywhere. We didn't know that he was doing a mail-away closing. This is the first time we heard of this. So it's a whole separate set of documents
that you need
exactly to do a mail-away closing.
At 11:50.
At 11:50, and it closed at 12 o'clock.
So were you actually able to close the deal?
So I closed with the seller today.
And then you're going to have to wait till tomorrow to close with the buyers?
Nah, I signed all my documents today. For all documents, all closings happen today. The only thing is that we're not going to record the actual sale of the property until the funds hit the account. Which is tomorrow? Which should be today.
Okay.
Well, irregardless of anything, we're not getting our bread till tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to see our bread tomorrow. But for him, you know,
I just feel like it was so unorganized, and for you to be closing today at 12, you was on the phone with them asking questions that I feel like should have been answered.
I mean, it was so bad to the point the seller was sitting there. He was like, you know, once everybody left out the room, me and him was talking amongst ourselves, and he was just like, yo, like, I would think that because they needed his tax ID number. So he was like, I would think that asking me for my tax ID. It's an LLC, exactly. Okay. So he was like, I would think that they would ask me for my tax ID number prior to today. Like,
wow.
But I mean, they getting it done. They got it straightened out. You know what I mean? And I just putting out fires. That's why I get paid. That's why I don't feel no type of way about my bread I make.
No, because you're putting work in.
Putting all this stuff together, and but nobody be getting no check. If I wasn't in this deal, nobody would be getting nothing right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't saying like I'm the only one who know what I'm doing, but in this situation, I am the OG of the situation as far as you know what I do.
Side note: this is the watermelon lemonade from Chick-fil-A. It's really, really good.
I was able to help Perry.
So Perry was the wholesaler?
Yeah, he's a wholesaler. He wholesales, but he just went full time, so I was able to help him get him a check.
He needs to get.
Because he got laid off twice in the last 6 months.
Get it together. Well, that's terrible, but he needs to get it together.
But he needs to get it together. I was up there
because even he was late.
Yeah, it's a learning lesson for me again. Once again, learning all the time. Like, and I always try.
And that's why I was trying to tell you, get you to understand before we walked in is what could you have done before now to prevent all of that from happening.
Yeah, I always think like that. Like whenever something bad happens, I'm like, okay, what I need to do to make sure this shit don't happen again.
That was ridiculous.
Because that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, just being very annoying is how I make sure that doesn't happen again.
Not annoying, just being due diligent. Like Friday, you should have been calling them, asking, is everything in place for Monday?
Well, that's what I did. That's the thing. That's why I say
tax IDs? Do we have notaries? Is all of the paperwork in place? Is everybody set up to where on Monday, everybody's just walking in, we signing, doing good, and making it 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying?
So what I'm about to do right now, today, I'm about to make a checklist of everything that I need to make sure that I need from the from the attorney in any different type of closing situation, mail away closing, whether it's with an attorney, with a notary, cash sale, in-state, everything that needs to be had and done. Because sometimes in the trenches going through stuff, I can forget to ask them for something, assuming that they should already have it taken care of. But I need to be following up. Like,
don't assume anything.
Matter of fact, that's another thing, and I never assume on my bread because we sitting at the table looking at the HUD, and my bread was off $1,500. The number was off $1,500. So my reader was sitting right there. She was like, oh yeah. So you make sure you run your numbers. I'm like, hell yeah, I make sure I run my numbers. Got $1,500. A new wholesaler would have looked at that spread, that number, would be like, oh man, I'm hype. I'm cool with it. I'm like, I mean, it's cool, but it's short.
Yeah, I need all mine.
I need everything, like, so.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I had to look at that. We said that was a whole 20-30 minute process going over the HUD because nothing was wrong on the HUD but my profit number.
Right.
All the other numbers was in there right because I'm like, I'm trying to find the discrepancy, and there's no discrepancy as far as I can see. Then the attorney looked. Only discrepancy I saw was my profit at the end. And I was like, that's wrong. That's the biggest discrepancy.
That's the biggest thing and the biggest discrepancy.
Biggest discrepancy.